You have been diagnosed with a condition most grave. Now, in the medical community, we know it as shit taste syndrome. But don't worry, I have the cure. MyAnimeList Critiques has been proven through medical trials to cure filthy degenerates such as yourselves of the compulsive need to expel your weak seed to such masterpieces as ReZero, My Hero Academy, and Sword Art Online. Got 'em! You could quite easily go over to those quacks over on Obnoxious Couples Reacts, watch 4 lemmings on a couch, or throw Patreon money at some brain-dead co-ed with the scruples of a 15th century bohemian hooker. But why would you sacrifice the last 2 brain cells you have left? Remember, it's MyAnimeList Critiques, not MyAnimeList Dick Rides. Your favorite anime.
MyAnimeList Critiques and MyAnimeList Dick Rides favorite anime. I didn't want to come out of YouTube hibernation just yet. Like, I know it's been a month since I did my last reactions. I just been not feeling anime, and like I always tell you guys, if I'm not feeling it, I can't give you a good reaction. So I thought, fuck, let me just take a little break away from anime. I'm burning out on anime, is what it is, to be honest. And I wouldn't want to feel like I'm coming back with Baki or Trigatsu when I'm not in the right frame of mind. And it's not even that I'm playing FF14. Like, I've taken a break from FF14 as well. This is winter time, man. My mood just completely demotivates. So I'm trying not to do the same thing. Like, just soldier through reactions when I'm not enjoying it, when I'm not sleeping, not feeling 100%. But sometimes some fuckery comes along. There was so much fuckery in this trailer. Like, I'm so bemused, perplexed, whatever word you want to use, about how much this trailer's doing, but at the same time, it does nothing. This is the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City trailer. This is going to be adapting Resident Evil 1 and 2 into one movie somehow, and it's got to be 2.5 hours or 2 hours at least. This is the first proper trailer to come out for it. I've given it a cursory glance. I've seen it once, but there's so much going on. It's so frantic. There's so much wrong with it. There's a lot right with it. So let's go.
Come on. Every story has a beginning.
No shit.
Discover the origin of evil.
We'll analyze. We'll analyze this.
Why are you back here?
After the first run.
We were kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella. Watch this.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. You see, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick. You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
So many quick cuts, man.
We have to contain this.
This music's gonna get me fucking copyrighted, but I don't care. There's a lot, I can see a lot of good in it, but there's so much fucking bad.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
We should split up.
Oh my god. You see what they're doing though, right? For those of you fans.
We gotta get out of here.
We're gonna take Umbrella down.
God, man. In cinemas only. That's... I don't know if that'll hurt it or help it. I don't know if that'll hurt it or help it. This is the kind of movie you watch at home. Kind of movie you watch at home. It's like a straight to DVD sort of movie. Like, okay, so it's like you saw there. It's trying to cram Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2 into things. So some of you guys might have played the remake, or maybe your entry into the series was Resident Evil 2 remake. Like this shot, this is obviously the beginning of Resident Evil 2, at least her scenario, where she's driving into Raccoon City. Yeah, this is just preamble, fuck that. Yeah, so this you all know if you play Resident 2 remake. Claire Redfield's coming to look for her brother, Chris. That's all it is. But I think they changed something dramatic here about her motivation.
Every story has a beginning.
Yeah, whatever. This seems to be Umbrella forces containing Raccoon City. And these are the Hunk's team. I don't know if Hunk is even going to be in this, but Hunk was tasked with retrieving the G virus sample. But they have other Umbrella guys blockading, stopping people from getting out, trying to contain it. So Umbrella came in as like the saviors. So I like that they got this. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect them to deal with the actual during, like when Jill Valentine is like RE3 kind of, when RE3 takes place, where everything's in chaos and everything's still going on at the beginning. I didn't expect them to do that.
Discover the origin of evil.
Welcome to Raccoon City, and it's got Umbrella. Okay, that's cool. And they've got the date come up, which fans are going to do. Believe me when I say fans are sticklers for the dates being right as well. This is clearly a trailer full of fan service and shit like that. Like, you don't usually do that in a trailer. You don't usually show a cut where the date fucking comes up on screen. That's what you see when you're watching the fucking movie, for goodness sake. But they're really playing it to the fans. But the problem is the cinematography and the way the film fucking looks.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
See, I don't understand this. It seems as though she already supposes that Umbrella's there's something up with Umbrella. Like, she's a conspiracy theorist and she's talked about it with Chris and all that kind of stuff. Like, and she's come to look for him. Now, technically speaking, this could take place between this could be a bit between Resident Evil 1 and 2 when Chris Redfield's escaped the mansion. And I don't understand where this conversation could be taking place. Clearly not Chris after Resident Evil 1. But this is clearly taking place. This scene is before Resident Evil 2. So I think they've tried to give Claire motivation. And Claire's huge in this trailer. It feels like they've made her the MC. Like, or at least they're framing it that way, that she's the MC of this whole thing. So, I mean, she is kind of a civilian in all this, right? So she would be the good proxy for the audience. So.
We need to expose Umbrella.
See, Claire was never the one to want to expose Umbrella.
Claire, I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. You see, Umbrella, they had an incident.
That's William Birkin. Wait, let's go back. This guy's actually a fucking great actor. He's a great actor, but he just gets cast in shitty stuff. He was in the Street Fighter movie, M. Bison. He was I think Chun-Li, Revenge of Chun-Li, or the Street Fighter movie. He played M. Bison. And he's a great actor, but he just gets roles like these, like straight to DVD style movies. 1 or 2 breakout roles he gets. He's a great actor. I think he'll be a great Birkin. I think he's really suited to being Birkin. He can play the sympathetic Birkin, and then he can play the kind of maniacal, self-obsessed, the universe is mine, you never take it, that sort of Birkin really well. So that's, dude. When they cast Jill Valentine, I've seen this actress. She was the Ghost, I think, the character, the villain in Ant-Man, and she was in Ready Player One as well, and I like her. I like her look. She looks strong. She looks feminine. She looks like she could play Jill really, really well. But then when I saw the design, her garb, she didn't have the beret, she didn't have the Stars issue uniform. I was like, man, you're not doing it justice. I know they're gonna make her look like a bona fide like a soldier, like a officer, right? Like they have to make her look like that. They can't just make her look like she's, you know, like in the game. But you could have. You're doing everything else right, but you couldn't get that down. She's the icon for me. She's the poster girl for the series, hands down. I don't give a fuck about Chris. I don't give a fuck about Leon. For me, when I think of Resident Evil, I immediately go to her Resident Evil 1 outfit, the beret, the outfit. She's the character I played as first. Couldn't give a fuck about Chris's scenario until after. And I feel like they missed a trick with her, man. And she got black fucking fingernails. Yeah, she's got black fingernails. What's going on?
Well, if you know what I mean.
This guy's a great actor. I've seen him in Black Sails. He was in Umbrella Academy. He's a great actor, and I wanted to give him a chance. He hasn't got the fucking shades. I heard him speak. He doesn't have the presence that fucking Wesker has, the commanding presence. I know he can play a great lead, like a great leadership role. And I know they want to humanize him, but that's not what Wesker was. That's not who Wesker was. You could afford to have one character who's completely mysterious, as long as they sold the performance and maybe throw in tidbits of stuff that if you want to develop him. Netflix are already doing a fucking alternate universe Resident Evil with the Wesker children and Wesker with, you know, like, it makes no sense. But we'll see how it goes. That's like Lisa Trevor, but that is clearly Lisa Trevor, George Trevor's daughter, with her mum's fucking mask on her face. At least in my opinion. Why is she going shh? Like, why is she communicating at all? She's just looking for her mother basically. So I don't know what this is about. And everything from the lighting to the green screen looks absolutely fucking terrible. I thought it was just the screenshots, but
People are getting sick.
no, iconic. That's a Leon.
I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean.
See, what I love is they show RPD, iconic RPD station, and that's Leon. I can buy him. I feel like he's got the energy of Leon, the noobish sort of look, the doe-eyed deer caught in the headlights, right? He's got that look about him, and he wears the uniform well. So I think I'm not being biased just because he's brown. I'm usually not for representation for representation's sake. It has to make sense. Zombies trying to get through. That's the truck driver. You guys remember the game? He was eating a burger. Too busy listening to the radio. Fucking crashes. And obviously, this is the truck driver that crashes, and then Claire and Leon get split up. I hope they do that. Hope they do that. Here he's right outside the RPD.
What's really going on?
This is Donald Logue. He's a great actor. He was in Vikings. He was in Sons of Anarchy? He was in Blade 1. I think he was in Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, he was in Sons of Anarchy. And he's been in a bunch of other things I've seen. I don't know who he's playing. He's probably gonna get killed. That's the helicopter pilot getting eaten. I think this is Resident Evil 1. That was a Resident Evil 1 footage. The pilot, Kevin Dooley, or whatever his name is. The pilot that sets down in Resident Evil 1 before they all run into the mansion. That's the pilot that gets killed. Yeah, I don't know where this is. It's possible this takes place between the events of him getting out of the mansion and before he heads off to Europe. He has this conversation with her, maybe. I don't know.
Shall we go?
Nice, the armory. Spencer Mansion. That looks like Sherry Birkin, that scene there. That reminds me of Newt from Alien, and that's what they base Sherry Birkin on. I think Newt from Aliens. So, Alien or Aliens, whichever one. See, she's looking at all this Umbrella videos, experimentation.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
See, what Umbrella doing here, she knows, seems to be that she knows, unless they clip that together, like they clipped a scene from the Resident Evil 1 segment, what were they doing here? And then they cut to her, they were doing blah 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 experiments, and she's able to fill in the gaps for him, unless that's the case. They've given her way more of a role than she had, which is fine, I don't care, I like the actress. I think they wrote Claire the most spot on in this, but it's interesting they would do that because Claire's a civilian and she seems to know more than fucking the guy that actually went into the fucking mansion. They're taking liberties with the story, man. See, look, this ain't Wesker. This could be a completely, this could, you know, this guy could have played Richard with the fucking shotgun, the one who's poisoned. You have to give him, he could have played Richard, a perfect Richard. I don't know why they made him Wesker. And look at the look on his face. This is the guy who doesn't scream villain at me. You know, the big betrayal, anime betrayal. You know, these are great actors, so I'm willing to give them a go. But the production value does not do them justice, man. I mean, look at this. It's like, so the lighting's like off. It's all green screen. Maybe they're trying to go for 90s aesthetic, like a B-movie 90s aesthetic to it, you know.
Split up.
Split up. He's trying to. That's phoned in, man. There, look. It's too narrow. It's too fucking narrow. If you want to do a green screen, why does it look so? It's supposed to look grand and big. In the pictures, it looked like it would be bigger. This is the issue with green screen and their floor being real, basically, because they didn't have the floor area, but the green screen had to match how it is on the floor, right? That's clearly green screen. So unless they built a replica of the mansion, I'm willing to give it a go. I think they must have done this as green screen. Or is it real? I don't know. Maybe the lighting's off. I think it's the lighting and the cinematography that's the issue. Yeah. I don't know what this is. I think that's either Kevin Dooley trying to take off as he's getting attacked and it crashes into the mansion, or they've cut the part of the helicopter crash from Resident Evil 2 into that scene. I feel like they're cutting all over the place. They're really trying to sell this. This trailer sells it as the fact that this is going to be like both events mashed together. And I don't know, are they going to do all of Resident Evil 1 at the beginning? Are they going to do all of Resident Evil 2 at the second half? Or are they going to intersperse it and splice it and jump around with time? And they're showing dates, so I'm guessing they're going to jump, trying to pull a fucking Nolan with Dunkirk. This is the iconic first zombie in the Spencer Mansion.
What the?
Yep. I don't like the look of that zombie though. I mean, it's decent. It's not no Greg Nicotero, Tom Savini fucking level of prosthetics, but it'll do. It'll do. I wish his eyes weren't dark, like they were white or some shit like that. I don't know. It's Chris shooting. Let's go with the 2.5 speed on this. 1.25. Let's go with this. Oh, and that's too fast, so my bad. Let's go 0.75 speed. Yeah, look, she's getting attacked while she's at home. Okay, that's fine. That's a nice shot of Leon. Don't know who that was. The dog, that CG, the design is great, but the CG is not good. Anderson used prosthetics to dress up Dobermans in Resident Evil 1, the first Resident Evil 1 with Mila Jovovich. And it looked amazing. It looked great. Dude, Anderson's CG was better than this. He wanted to do everything practically. Even the guy getting cut up by lasers was all practical. It didn't look it. It looked CG, but it wasn't. It was all practical. They could have saved money instead of having to do one dog for one shot for like 10 seconds. Because if you go over 10 seconds, it kills the budget. I'm willing to take the bad CG if there's a lot of creatures in this, which the director apparently has said there are a lot of creatures in this, so it's fine. I can put up with bad CG. It can look like the B movie cheesy, original games. This could be Joseph. I don't know. Looks like an actual actor, not just some random. They want you to recognize what he looks like. Wait, he's got tattoos on his neck. I don't know. Where's Barry though? I swear I saw a screenshot where it looks like Barry's in the background. Oh, they don't do this. This ain't Barry, and they do him dirty, fam. There. This is. Fuck, I can barely tell. It's indoors inside a house, so it has to be Tyrant. No, it's Birkin. Is it Birkin? Is it Nemesis? This kind of looks like the final transformation Nemesis. It's Birkin, I think. It's a Tyrant. I don't know. It can't be Tyrant. This is Resident Evil 1 and 2 only, not 3. It's Birkin. It's gotta be Birkin. Okay, yeah, this must be Birkin because they're showing Birkin is shot up by the Hunks team. Oh, the iconic scene where they look up. Liquor looks decent. The liquor looks decent. Looks decent. The CG looks decent here. But like I say, it does everything. It's made for the fans. It does everything. But you can't hide the bad production, man. Like, why does it look like that? I still say to this day that the first Resident Evil film by Paul W.S. Anderson is actually good. It's actually a good Resident Evil. Not only does it try and tie into the story, but doesn't copy. It doesn't retread Resident 1 and 2. It tries to do something original and new. And it creates so many iconic moments that even the game started borrowing elements of it, So, man, like, I respect that they're doing it for the fans, but it's certainly no Cowboy Bebop. Like, the production shows in Cowboy Bebop's Netflix show, but for this film, Cowboy Bebop's a TV show. For a film that you only need to make sure that your budget's in place for one movie that shoots straight through for 90 minutes, 2 hours. Dude, where's the budget, fam? Capcom, man, like, they could have financed it to anyway, even if China had to finance it, get financing from here, financing there, financing there. Capcom all about making money on the cheap, They don't seem to care about who they give it to. I don't blame the director. I think the director's trying to do the best he can. Like, he's got background in horror. He did some shark horror movie or something. But the studio that's making it, Constantin Films, Davis Production, they're mismanaging this, man. Give it to a different studio. There are gamer directors out there, gaming directors out there that if you made a good pitch to them, they would direct this. They would try and do it right, Though this is the only franchise where a cheesy look could work for it. Like, this cheesy 90s movie thing could work for it, but like I say, my final word is they're doing a lot, but I end up feeling nothing, Let me know what you guys thought of the trailer. November 24th, cinemas only is gonna hurt it. People go to a cinema to expect something fantastic. I don't think this is a film that you should go and watch in cinema. I think this would have done better on VOD streaming. So let me guys know what you thought. I know you guys are gonna comment where you been for a month. When the return reaction, just give me my time, man. Give me time. Burnout happens for all content creators, big or small, man. So I don't want to react when I'm not feeling it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Details below. Come have the discussion there if you don't want to have it here. Reach out to me, fam. Just because I'm not reacting doesn't mean the discussion is over, fam. Peace out.